what we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to DLTV. My name is James. It took me 9 years to learn how to tune my drums, and I give all my thanks to this guy right here, the drum dial. And well, the reason it took me 9 years to learn how to tune my drums, well, I didn't have the drum dial. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, you should learn how to tune by ear. It's like, well, I tried. I started drumming when I was 12 years old, sitting in my garage for hours on end just trying to tune my drums. Not perfect, but just to a tone that was playable and something I could have fun with. So when they finally announced the drum dial, I was like, what? A tuner for drums? That's gotta be impossible. So I didn't think it was a real thing, so I bought one, and it was a game changer. So if you're a beginner drummer, I highly recommend you get a drum dial when you first start out drumming, because it'll significantly impact your tuning abilities and your playing abilities through and through. I truly believe that. Number one, it teaches you how to tune by ear. And what I mean by that is, when you first get your drum dial, there's this little chart here, a little tuning chart, and on that chart, it gives you the recommended tension number for the certain size drum, the type of head, the type of resonant head, etc. So what I did is I just started with what the paper told me, and it got me pretty close to where I wanted. So I started experimenting, because it gives you ranges. For example, my snare drum here ranges anywhere from a tension of 72 to 78, but over time I've experimented. I found out if I get it up to 80, this thing really snaps, it really pops, because it's a 13-inch. And so what happened over time using the drum dial, it allowed me to hear the drums where they were in equilibrium with each other. Each lug was in perfect sync, and I could hear what it sounded like when each lug was a little off. It allowed me to get that ear to tune my drums. Another amazing perk about the drum dial is it helps tune those drums that are just really, really finicky. Kind of like the G string on a guitar. I know you guitarists know exactly what I'm talking about. That G string's always going out of tune. Alright, got her all tuned up. Sounds good. Time to play. I have a 1970s Ludwig snare drum that I just could not get tuned for the life of me. But this drum dial allowed me to dial it in right where it kind of needed to be, and then I could fine tweak it again. The drum dial essentially taught my ears to be able to tune by ear. Another great perk about the drum dial is that once you find your number, your little tension range, you can write that down. So whenever you go to change drum heads, you can go, you know exactly where to tighten those drums back to get that exact sound you're looking for. You might need a couple tweaks here and there, but again, you know the sound you're looking for, so you'll be able to achieve that. An example of that is my snare drum here. It's a 13-inch snare drum. I think it's about 9 inches deep. It's a 13 by 9, and it doesn't have that on the tuning chart, so I have to, the closest thing to a 13 by 9, a 13 by 11, or a 12 by 10, so I kind of just look at those ranges. I experimented with this snare drum, and I found out that the higher the tension, that's how I really achieve that pop. Now the 14-inch, the 1972 Ludwig, I kind of have to stick within the tension ranges that it's recommended because of the type of drum it is. Every drum is different, every head is different, so that's why they kind of give you that ballpark range. Again, it goes back to, it teaches you how to tune by ear, because once you get it in that range, you kind of can bounce around and feel and hear what needs to change to get that tone you're looking for. Lastly, it's affordable, it's durable, and it's practical to have. One example is, let's say that you don't have time to tune your drums. If you had a buddy who knew how to work the drum dial, you could then ask him, hire a drum guy to tune your drums for you to those specific tensions. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna make it to the gig in time. Do you think you could tune my drums?
Yeah, I can do that for you, dude.
Great, thanks, bro.
Dope, yeah.
So you don't even have to be there to tune your own drums. But don't let the bass player do it. Get him a chew toy and he'll be fine until we'll call. Anyway, if you haven't gotten one by now, I'd pick up a drum dial. I think they're like 50 bucks. I don't know. I got mine like 5 years ago. And to be honest with you, I rarely use it now, only when I am really struggling to tune. But I start off with the basic tension and then go from there. The more you do it, the more consistent you're with it, be all right. But again, if you're a beginner drummer, I highly recommend this for you. Go get one and you'll save hours and hours of headaches just trying to tune your drums by yourself. Save yourself some time, more practice, less tuning. Thank you for watching this episode of DLTV. My name is James. Peace.